Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Kropki Cave Adventure by Randall. So this is a chaos construction. If you remember, we had a chaos construction theme week not long ago. If you didn't see that, feel free to check it out. 7 chaos constructions all in a row, but we have a new one today. So let's go over the rules. We do have standard 6x6 chaos construction rules. So we're still a Latin square, meaning still in every row and every column. We are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have regions hidden in the grid. Maybe this is a region, probably not, but maybe it is. And a region is fully connected by edges and is 6 cells, and there's 6 of them in the grid. So every cell is going to be part of a region. And these regions also have the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. All right. And so our job is to find where those regions are and, of course, fill in all the digits. So we are not given where those regions are. Now, these cave rules and Kropki rules are going to help us find the regions and fill the digits. So these squares in the grid, these are the cave squares. And a digit in a cave square tells us how many cells in the same region are visible in the row and column, where region borders block vision. So if I were to draw this region here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let me draw the border around it just to make that clear. So this cell here, how many cells does it see, including itself? So in the column, so it sees itself, and in its column it sees 2 more cells, so that's 3 in total. In its row, it doesn't see any other cells because it's blocked by this region border. It does not see this cell because there's a region border blocking its vision. Think about like you're in a maze or something. So even though this is in the same region, it does not count towards our count. So this is a 3, and this cell here would be a 2 because we see these 2 cells and none other. All right. In addition to that, we do have Kropki dots. So white dots separate consecutive digits. So if this was a 2, this could be a 1 because 2 is consecutive with 1, or 3 because 2 is consecutive with 3. The order doesn't matter. What matters is that they're consecutive. Black dots separate digits with a 1 to 2 ratio. So if this was a 2, this could be 1 because 2 is double 1, or this could be 4 because 4 is double 2. Not all the dots are necessarily given. So if we have a 1, 2 here, there's not a white dot, there's not a black dot, that's fine. We're allowed to do that. If we have a 2, 4 here, there's not a black dot, that's fine. But all the white and black dots are on a region border, meaning that if this is in, say, the green region, this cannot be in the green region. Maybe it's in, say, the purple region. I just assign colors to the regions to help track them. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a region border between all the dots, across all the dots, because the dots do separate regions by the rules. Okay, and so now I'm noticing in this corner here, let's call this the green region, just arbitrarily. Now the green region is going to be 6 cells, and this is only 1, and it has to be fully connected. So we have to grow through some shared cell border, and this is the only cell border it can grow through. Now, if you think about this cell, it can't be, it's a different region than green because then it would only be 1 cell because it would have nowhere to grow. So this also is green. Now, green as a whole still needs to grow and has only 1 border it can grow, so it's going to grow this way. Now, we do need to be careful now. So this cell here, we know is not green. Otherwise, there would not be a cell border there, or region border there. So there is a border like that. And so that does mean that we can give this a new color. Let's call that purple. And it has to grow, so it's going to grow here. Now, green has 4 digits. We know there's a border here as well. Now, I'm going to argue that this can't be purple, I don't think. Because green would have to grow here. And if purple tried to connect like this, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits, right? So in general, you're not going to be able to wrap a region around another region like that. So this is a new region. Let's call that orange. And there's definitely a border here, which we could have drawn earlier. Even if orange grew downward, it can't continue to grow downward. So it's going to grow to the right, but I guess we can't necessarily say it takes this one. Now, could this be orange? I guess is an interesting question. I don't think it can because it can't wrap a complete other region. So it would have to come around here and it wouldn't be allowed to take whatever this cell was. So again, if this was orange, whatever this cell was would be non-orange. Just put a black in there, right? Be non-orange. And so orange would have to wrap completely around black, and somehow black would still have to be 6. And you can't do that. So this is a 4th region. Let's call that the red region, which does have to get out. Okay. There is definitely a border between these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So green grows either here or here. Then it's done. We do have this cell here, which is going to have to grow out here and here. So these are all part of the same region. Now, this could be purple. Purple could come down here and then wrap around and then be done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a kind of green line through the center of these cells to remind myself that all 3 of these are the same region, but we don't know what color it is yet because it could be purple. Now this cell here, I think, this cell here is not part of our green line. So there is going to be a border here. And then our green line has to continue. Just like that. And so now purple is going to have, all right, purple had to grow here. That's something that I didn't do. It was the only way for it to grow. And now it's part of this green line. And so it does take all of these cells. And purple is actually done. And I can, oops, let's make that black. I can get rid of the green. Okay, and then we can fill this digit because it sees the entire region, so it's a 6. Okay, so first region done. Green could still grow either way, but this cell here, it's not purple and it's not green, and it's definitely not going to reach the orange or the red. So this is a new region. We'll call it yellow. And actually, we now have almost all of our regions. We still have a blue region, but other than that, we have all of our regions denoted. So that's something to keep in mind. This is limited in its value, and I think that might be interesting with the black dot. So it can't be 1, right? You can never put a 1 in a square because that would mean that we're fully surrounded by borders and we would be a 1-cell region. So the biggest we could be is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're 2, 3, or 4. Now 3 is not possible because that would put a 6 here. Only 6 can go with 3 across a black dot, and there's already a 6 in the region. So we'd be 2 with a 1, or a 4, or it'd be 4 with a 2. Okay, and there's definitely a 2 involved. There's a 2 in one of these 2 cells. And so if we want a 2 in green, which we do, it's either one of these 2 cells or green grows over here and puts a 2 here. I guess we can't really do much with that right now. This cell here is definitely going to grow out. Let's at least draw that line. Whatever's in here, this isn't enough to make a full region, so it's going to cross this border. And once we do that, right, once we cross this border, whatever region these 2 are in, these can't be its own region. So all of this is an entire region. So I'm going to call that blue because there's no way that blue is connecting to any of our existing regions. Hopefully that logic made sense to you. So we know these aren't blue. So we're going to have to, and we don't have any new colors to give it. So it's either red, orange, or yellow. Let's see, this cell could be blue. What can we say about this digit here? It sees 1, 2, 3, 4 already. So it's definitely 4 or 5. I don't know what to say about that. There may be something with these dots that are going to be useful, but... well, okay, whatever this digit is, it needs to go in this column somewhere, and it can't repeat in purple. So whatever we fill here, whether it's 1, 2, or 4, it's going to end up exactly here as a 1, 2, or 4. And so the 1 would go with a 2 only. The 2 could go with 1 or 3, and the 4 could go with 3 or 5. It's not particularly helpful. What else can we say here? Are there more cells that... Okay, well, I can say this is red, because again, we know we're all of... We have a cell in every region right now, so we can't make a new region. That's always the concern, is that you can make a new region. But now we know we can't do that. So if this was orange, again, orange would have to completely wrap red, and that's not possible for them to be the same size if that happens. Sorry, okay. I need a drink of water, I think. And so this cell can only be red. Red is definitely gonna... Okay, so I was thinking about whether red could avoid taking this square here. If it did, it would be forced to take this cell, then forced to take this cell, then forced to take this cell. and then it would be done. But now look at orange. Orange could completely fill all 5 of these and still not be able to grow to 6 because this is blocked off. So red has to take this cell. And now it needs 2 more cells. But again, this cell has to be orange. Orange could take all 4 of these and it would still have to grow to here. So this is orange and there's a border here. Oops, let's go to black. The border here. In fact, sorry, I should have drawn the black around the entire edge at the very beginning. My apologies to those yelling at me for that. Now orange can't make it all the way over here, can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Okay, so now that orange has taken this one, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is only 11 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need 12 cells for 2 regions, so orange is going to have to come out. And now, because nothing else can come in, orange finishes there. Ooh, but orange has to take this one as well. Ooh, did I make a mistake? Because we're kind of blocked off here. Between orange and red, we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cells, and now this has nothing to be. So did I make a mistake here? What would be my mistake? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But yeah, I have this marked that these two have to be the same. That means, see, red is not allowed to take this one. So this is going to be orange. This whole area can't have. Oh, you know what can happen is green, this is actually fine. Orange takes these two, and now green has to come in here, right? Because orange and red can't take all of these cells, right? That's what I'm seeing. Sorry about that. So this is actually fine, right? Because we have an in here. Green can come in. If it didn't, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cells that have to be filled by 6 from red and 6 from orange. And that's not going to happen. That's only 12 cells. And so one of these cells, exactly one of these cells will be not red or orange, and the only opportunities for green to come in here. And then green is done. Very nice. Okay, so now orange has to connect. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so the rest are red. Very nice. Okay, and we get these borders. And so now this cell here sees 3 cells, so that's a 3. This sees 2 cells, so that's a 2. And clean that up. 1 is not possible here anymore because there's no 2. So that's not 1 and that's not 1. That makes a 2-4 pair. Okay. In fact, what digits in red can be 2? Because the 2-4 pair takes it out of here and this 2 takes it out of here. So this is 2, which makes this 2 and this is a 4. So this needs to take all of the 4. Needs to be able to see all of them. Yellow could just, in fact, blue now has to get out. So this is exactly how we finish. Yellow takes these 2 and that's it. Those are our regions. Now we just fill the digits. How hard could that be? All right. So 2 can go with 1 or 4, but 1 would have to go with 2 across this white dot and 2 is gone. So this is our 4 and it can't be next to 3. There's a 3 in red already. So it's with a 5. Now 5 goes with 4 or 6. It could be either. This definitely has a 2 on it. This is from 1, 2, 4. Because across the black dot, you're either going to be 1, 2, 2, 4, or 3, 6. And so this will have a 2 on it with a 1 or a 4. This 4 looks in here. Oh, the 2 and the 4 look into red. That's not 2 or 4. So this ends up being the 2-4 pair, and this 2 tells us the order. 4 and 2. That gives us the 6 here. That gives us that this has to be the 2 across this dot. And this is the other 1, 4 that this one isn't, but there's a 4 already in yellow. So that's 1, that's 4. And we also got this 4 giving us a 5 here. And this should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. I guess I didn't need to use that square at all. That's okay. I had an alternate path. This one puts a 2 there. And now 2 could be with 1 or 3. Oh, but it can't be with 3. There's 3 in the column. So that's a 1. 3 in this orange region goes there, and then that's a 5. This is that we need a 1, which goes here, and then our last digit is a 6 for the region, finishing our row with a 3. This is 1 or 5. We don't know the order. In fact, in general, we need 1, 5, 6 across here. But these can't be 5. So this is the 5 for green, giving us the 1 here. Oh, 2 gave us the 1 as well. Oops. Okay, that's fine. This cell's a 3. These 3 digits are 4, 5, 6. Just fill that out. Yeah, this can't be 4 or 5. So this is 6, giving us the 1 and the 6 and the 5 and the 4. Finish this region with a 5. Finish this region with a 3. This column finishes with a 1. We need 4 and 6, just like that, and we're done. Lots of ways to fill that at the end. I had this dot here as well. Cool. Neat puzzle, Randall. I don't know if it was intended, but I really liked the counting here and how these cells weren't enough cells. So we had to grow through this border. But when we did that, we had to also take this cell, and that confused me for a second on how that could work, but it meant that this had to be green. So there may have been a cleaner way to figure it out how green went, but that was neat. I liked figuring it out that way. Hope you enjoyed this as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.